On the Details tab, you can also provide characters with equipment, which confers various benefits on that character, as well as followers and banners. These items are acquired through the course of your campaign. This is where you engage in negotiations with other factions, brokering alliances, trade agreements, and declaring war. Factions can even confederate, joining them together as one. When you initiate diplomacy with another faction, you can see their attitude towards you here. This list will show you what options are available to you. The color next to the scroll denotes how likely it is they will accept the offer. All factions can research new technology over time, improving their military and civil capabilities. Each technology has a small marker here to tell you exactly how many turns it will take to research. These menus can be used to see brief statistical breakdowns of your settlements and forces, as well as seeing what events have affected your faction each turn. Selecting an army or a settlement will take you to it. You will also find the types of missions and quests available to you here. Completing them as they are issued will grant you a reward. Lords will generate quests as they level up. Completing the chain of quests and winning the subsequent battle will reward you with some of the most powerful magic items in the game. Further information on the game can be learned by playing the introduction when selecting a campaign, and also the comprehensive game guide, accessed from the top left of the campaign and battle HUD. Armed with this knowledge of the campaign game, you are ready to go forth and conquer the old world.
Okay, so we've got to choose our faction. We can go with the Empire. Top units are Magic Chariot, Shot Cavalry, War Machine. Playstyle, plentiful confederation options allowing other Empire factions to merge with the Emperor's via diplomacy. Balanced unit roster with a wide range of options. Fractured Empire, whereby the provinces of the Empire are ruled by elector counts over whom the Emperor has tenuous control at best. Numerous enemies. Initial challenge normal. Faction mechanics can only capture territories belonging to vampire counts or any other human factions except for Norska. Offices. Lords may be assigned into offices, granting them a unique title and bonuses. Technologies. Branches are linked to various buildings. Dwarves can only capture territory belonging to greenskins or other dwarf factions. Grudges. Enemy actions result in grudge missions, all of which must be settled in order to achieve campaign victory. Underway. Armies can choose to use the network of underground tunnels to avoid impassable terrain and enemy armies. Top units are Axe Infantry, Flying War Machine, Flamethrower Infantry. Playstyles include durable units with strong leadership, excellent range of strong artillery, strong economy and trade options, a large technology tree with both military and civic branches, magic resistance, expensive unit recruitment costs and upkeep, no cavalry, small military unit sizes, and no magic. Initial challenge is easy. Greenskins. The Orcs can only capture territories belonging to dwarves or other greenskins. Fightiness. Armies have a fightiness rating which rises when fighting and raiding and falls when inactive and as a result of being defeated. Animosity. Low fightiness leads to infighting between troops resulting in attrition. While High fightiness will spawn an allied Wa army which can be sent against the enemy. Use underway. Armies can choose to use the network for underground tunnels to avoid a passive drain anywhere. They have monsters, catapults, and gigantic spiders. Large unit sizes, cheap unit upkeep, bonuses to income derived from raiding and sacking. Goblin units have brittle leadership, limited technology tree, cannot trade, limited economic buildings. Challenge is normal. Vampire counts. Can only capture territories belonging to other vampire count factions or any human factions except Norska. Raise dead. New units can be raised from the dead in any province. Famous battle sites provide bonuses to the quantity and quality of options available. Corruption. Vampiric corruption can be spread in enemy territory, leading to public order problems and even vampiric rebellions. Top units include monsters, Bargulf, Terrageist, a flying monster, and Hexrays, cavalry. Playstyle is strong battle magic options, including raising of new units from the dead. Units cause fear, impacting enemy leadership. Crumbling. Instead of routing, units will suffer casualties when losing in combat. Some battle casualties are automatically raised from the dead post-battle, even in defeat. And no missile units. Difficulty is normal. And then Chaos. Ooh. Horde. The faction has no settlements. Infrastructure and military improvements are linked to each individual Chaos Horde. Corruption. Chaos corruption can be spread in enemy territory, leading to public order problems and even Chaos rebellions. Chaos Giants, Hell Cannons, and the Chosen. Strong unit roster with armored infantry and monsters. Severely limited missile options. Strong diplomatic penalties with almost all factions. Cannot trade. Economy is heavily reliant on sacking, raiding, and battle loot. Difficulty is hard. Alright, so what do we want to do? We got normal undead, no missile options. Greenskins with monsters, catapults. Limited economic. I almost want to play my first game as Empire. Different victory objective too, I believe. Control all provinces in the Empire either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. Reclaim Sylvania either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. Destroy the following factions, the Vampire counts. Ensure that any military presence belonging to the Warriors of Chaos faction exists only in the following regions. The Chaos Wastes. Ensure that Archaon, the ever-chosen, is in a wounded state. That there are no active grudges remaining in the Great Book of Grudges. Unite the following dwarf hold either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. Reclaim the fallen dwarf holds either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. Destroy the following faction, the Greenskins. Ensure that any military presence belonging to the Warriors of Chaos factions is wastes, and that Archaon ever chosen is a wounded state. Let's go with, let's start with an easy group. We'll go with Dwarves to start with. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we've still got to get a handle on the game. Powerful melee fighter and leader. Recruitment costs minus 25% for Slayers. Upkeep minus 50% for Slayers. Additional starting units, missile infantry thunders, slayers, and longbeards. Gorgrim, powerful melee fighter and leader. Construction costs, minus 10% for military recruitment buildings. Upkeep, minus 10% for longbeards and hammers units. I like the construction costs. Additionally, we get catapult grudge throwers, missile infantry quarrelers, and hammer infantry hammerers. I think we'll go there. Now, I mentioned there's an introduction too for the campaign.
The old world is a crucible of relentless war. It has ever been so. An era as long as the mountains are unyielding. The storms gather again. It presents a chance for the brave to bring about an age of reckoning. I come to the Dwarf High King as a herald of such times, and so I find myself at the King's right hand. My presence is timely, for dire news comes from the south. Greenskins flock to the banner of a cruel war boss. Now, my liege, Thorgrim Grudgebearer, leads a mighty throng from Karazakarak, smashing aside any foes that block our path. If Grudgebearer desires to return the Karaz Angkor to its former glory, then he must rid his lands of vile greenskins. Those gathering within the shadows of Everpeak are a good start.
Fellow Dowie, I see orcs scum. They foul our mountains with their vile deeds. The Damas Kron, our great book of grudges, is filled with such greenskin atrocities. Bring hammer and axe. Show these Urks and Groby no mercy.
Well, it goes right into a fight, doesn't
their
it?
attack, my lord. See for yourself.
Moving out!
one problem.